What's up, everybody? Maybe you're thinking about moving to Montgomery County, Maryland, but you're just not sure where to live. Bethesda, Potomac, Chevy Chase, there are so many places. And you've done your Google search, maybe joined some Facebook groups, maybe even watched The Real Housewives of Potomac and looked around within there and thought, wow, that's a great place to live. By the way, I only think 2 of them actually live in Montgomery County, but I digress. So I'm here to tell you this video is from somebody who lives in Montgomery County, who grew up here, and is now raising my family here. So I think I'm a pretty good source for you if you're thinking about moving to Montgomery County. Now, in order to keep me out of real estate jail, because if you watch my channel, you know I've been a realtor for the last 20 years, I gotta take a list from someone else. So it's not like I am telling you which place is better. So we're gonna look at niche.com's 2024 list that just came out of the top 10 places to live in Montgomery County. And I'll tell you a little bit about each one from Niche, and then I'm gonna tell you the bottom line from me. And stay tuned until the end, because I noticed something really strange between last year's list and this year's list that I want to share with you. So let's dive right in. Niche.com bases their rankings on a comprehensive assessment of the overall livability of an area. They take into account several key factors of a location, including the quality of local schools, crime rates, housing trends, employment statistics, and access to amenities, in an attempt to measure the overall livability of an area. They get their data from the Department of Education, the US Census, and the FBI. They also gather over 100 million reviews, which I think is actually the most important part of their rankings, from students, parents, residents, to help better understand what a neighborhood is really like. So we'll start with number 10, and then we'll work our way up to number 1. Number 10, Olney, Maryland. Olney is located in Montgomery County with a population of approximately 35,000 people. Olney is about 31 miles southwest of Baltimore and about 19 miles north of Washington, D.C. So it's a great place to live if you have one person in the household working in Baltimore and the other one working in D.C. Living in Olney has a suburban, small town feel with a really great sense of community. They have a lot of events all year round supporting their local businesses. There are tons of things to do in Olney, ranging from local breweries and wineries, my favorite, to several super cute parks like Cherrywood Park and Olney Square Park. You also have the African American Museum and Park that features Oakley Cabin, which was inhabited until 1975 and now serves as a living history museum. Niche.com gave Olney an A+ rating with A's for public schools, good for families, jobs, outdoor activities, health and fitness, and diversity. The median home value, according to Niche.com, is $615,700. The median rent is $2,231. And the median household income, according to Niche, is $166,541. So the bottom line is that Olney is a much more affordable choice than Potomac or Rockville or Bethesda. And like I said, is really great if one person works in Baltimore and the other one in DC or Gaithersburg, because it's right in the middle. Although full disclosure, it's gonna take you about an hour, possibly more, to get into DC and probably Baltimore, depending on what time of day you gotta go to work and come back, because traffic here, it's not great. Another thing is Olney has become really popular in the last couple years, so houses there go really fast. So if you are interested in Olney, make sure you are ready, willing, and able to pull the trigger on buying a house, because when they come on the market out there, they're gone within days. Number 9, Travilah. Travilah is located in Montgomery County with a population of 10,846 people. Travilah is known for its large, grand homes and really beautiful landscaping. Travilah is located right next to Potomac, but FYI, most of us who live here consider Travilah a part of Potomac. The feeling in Travilah is more rural, as it's not really next to any shopping centers or restaurants compared to some of the other places. If you are looking for lots of greenery and private driveways, Travilah is a great choice. And it's also super expensive. The median sale price is probably around $1.4 million. The public schools in Travilah are really highly rated. As of today, the high school is either Winston Churchill or Thomas Wooten High School, but always check with MCPS before buying. The closest shopping and restaurants or your grocery stores and gas stations would either be Potomac Village, or if you went north, you would run into Travilah Shopping Center, where they have a Trader Joe's, which is actually my favorite grocery store. So you have both places, they're just not right next door. It'll probably take 10 to 15 minutes to go to either one. Niche.com gave Travilah an A+ rating with A's for public schools, outdoor activities, health and fitness, and good for families. families. The median home value, according to Niche, is $1,196,400. The median rent is $3,194. And the median household income, according to Niche, is $248,703. But like I said earlier, I think the median sale price is really closer to $1.4 million. The bottom line is, the main con about Travilah, besides being so expensive, is that there's not a lot of public transportation around here. It really is more rural and more secluded. And like I said, you're just not that close to shops, restaurants, gas stations, grocery stores. But if you really want some privacy and you want more of a secluded feel, Travilah is a great choice. Okay, number 8, Four Corners. Four Corners is a suburb of Washington, D.C. with a population of 7,766 people. Four Corners is actually part of Silver Spring, Maryland, but it is very sought after because it's so close to downtown Silver Spring, Forest Glen Metro, and Holy Cross Hospital. And it's so close to Washington, D.C. that it's a great place to live if you have to commute into the city for work. Four Corners has tree-lined streets, summer block parties, and a true sense of community. It's also more affordable than Bethesda or Chevy Chase without being too far from D.C. Niche.com gave Four Corners an A+ ranking with A's for public schools, housing, good for families, jobs, outdoor activities, and health and fitness. The median home value, according to Niche.com, is $579,700. The median rent is $2,511. And the median household income, according to Niche, is $186,346. The bottom line is, if you want to be close to DC and you want a more affordable option than Bethesda or Chevy Chase or even Kensington, Four Corners is a great bet. It is an older neighborhood, so you got to be willing to live in an older house. But if you are, you get really good value in Four Corners. Number 7, Rockville, Maryland. Rockville is located about 20 miles north of DC with a population of 67,142 people. Rockville is known for its high quality of life, excellent schools, and diverse community. Rockville features a vibrant downtown area, Rockville Town Center, where you have tons of restaurants, bars, shopping, a movie theater, even an ice skating rink. You also have 3 metro stops in Rockville. You've got Shady Grove, which is the first stop on the Red Line, so you always get a seat. You've got Rockville Metro, and you have Twinbrook Metro. The city is also home to several government agencies and businesses, including the headquarters of the U.S. Nuclear Regulatory Commission, the National Institute of Standards and Technology, and the Lockheed Martin Corporation. Rockville was also ranked number 8 in the whole country for diversity, according to Wallet Hub, out of 501 different cities. Niche gave Rockville an A+ ranking with A's for public schools, good for families, nightlife, diversity, health and fitness, and outdoor activities. The median home value, according to Niche, is $623,800. The median rent is $2,167, and the median household income, according to Niche, is $122,470. The bottom line is, there are many different parts of Rockville that range from the more affordable option up to the highest form of luxury. And also, there's a lot of different schools within Rockville, so definitely check out their different rankings and ratings because they do differ pretty dramatically depending on where you're looking. Another thing to note about Rockville is that you have the city of Rockville within Rockville, but not all of Rockville belongs to the city of Rockville, which does have an extra tax, which can be confusing. So if you have any questions about the city of Rockville versus all of Rockville, just send me an email. We'll set up a call or a Zoom and we'll chat. The location in Rockville is stellar as you are right between DC and Bethesda and Gaithersburg. So you have a great commute no matter where you're working. Number 6, Chevy Chase. Chevy Chase is a suburb of Washington, D.C. with a population of 9,789 people. Chevy Chase offers a charming and sophisticated lifestyle for those who value convenience, luxury, and community. Chevy Chase is one of the more expensive suburbs of DC, where you'll find a good mix of these older stately homes and new construction. Depending on where you live in Chevy Chase, Maryland, you could be close to the metro, which is in Chevy Chase, DC, right across the border, or you could be in a neighborhood with green rolling hills. Like I said, because Chevy Chase, Maryland borders DC, it's a great, easy commute into the city. Niche.com gave Chevy Chase an A+ rating with A's for public schools, good for families, outdoor activities, nightlife, commute, and health and fitness. The median home value, according to Niche, is $1,159,700. The median rent is $2,610, and the median household income is $217,500. $900. I gotta be honest with you, I think the median sale price is really closer to $1.3 million. The bottom line, Chevy Chase is older and has more character than its neighbor Bethesda, is super expensive, and borders DC. Like I said, there is also a Chevy Chase DC, which has all the shops and restaurants, so it can be confusing if you're not from here to understand there's both a Chevy Chase DC and a Chevy Chase Maryland. The biggest difference between the two would be the public schools. Number 5, Potomac. Potomac is located about 14 miles northwest of Washington, D.C., with a population of 46,499 people. Potomac is known for its large, picturesque homes and high standard of living. Potomac used to be horse country, so you can find a lot of really large 2-acre lots in Potomac. So if you are looking for that, it's a great choice without being too far away from the city. You have a lot of great parks in Potomac. My favorite is Great Falls National Park and the Billy Goat Trail, which is right here, but honestly, you feel like you're in the middle of Colorado. It's absolutely stunning. As far as amenities, Potomac has Potomac Village, which has tons of shops, restaurants, couple gas stations, couple grocery stores, 2 really cute gourmet shopping stores, as well as Park Potomac, where you have another grocery store, Harris Teeter, as well as tons more restaurants and a couple different shops. Niche.com gave Potomac an A+ rating with A's for public schools, good for families, jobs, outdoor activities, and health and fitness. They also ranked Potomac number 1 in the whole state for public schools. The median home value, according to Niche, is $1,044,900. The median rent is $2,584, and the median household income, according to Niche, is $218,710. Once again, I think the median home value is closer to $1.2 million. I think Niche is not seeing all the comps, but I work in this market, and I'm telling you, it's gonna be higher than what they're saying. The bottom line is Potomac is beautiful. It's absolutely stunning. The schools are really highly rated, and there always seems to be a lot of competitive sports going on, whether it's lacrosse or football, so there's always something fun to do on the weekends. Full disclosure, I grew up in Potomac, and now I'm raising my family there, so I have to tell you, there's a reason why I love it so much. The one con about Potomac, though, that I should note is there is no metro in Potomac. Number 4, Bethesda. Bethesda is known as being one of the best suburbs of DC, with a population of 66,316 people. Bethesda is super cute. It's got its own downtown with an art house movie theater, a lot of very cool restaurants and shops, and it's just really a fun place to hang out. You also have 3 metro stops in Bethesda, so it makes it a super easy commute into the city. The famous NIH, the National Institute of Health, as well as Walter Reed Medical Center are both located here in Bethesda. In Bethesda, you're gonna have a nice mix of older homes that could be on the smaller side with new construction and really grand homes. Niche.com gave Bethesda an A+ rating with A's for public schools, good for families, outdoor activities, nightlife, commute, and health and fitness. The median home value, according to Niche, is $1,088,000. The median rent is $2,312, and the median household income is $185,546. Once again, I'm going to argue with Niche. I think the median sale price in Bethesda is closer to $1.3 to $1.4 million, especially for a bigger house. The bottom line is Bethesda is amazing. It's so close to DC, and it's got its own downtown, but you're not getting it as much for your money as you would out in Rockville or Potomac, and a lot of times you may have to sacrifice a garage or a backyard to get that bigger house in Bethesda. Number 3, South Kensington. South Kensington is also a suburb of DC with a population of 8,371 people. South Kensington is an older suburb of DC, so it's got a really nice mix of older Victorian homes, historic buildings, and some new construction. You also have Antiques Row and the old train station with the oldest children's library, Noyes Library, that first opened in 1893. There is an amazing farmers market in Kensington on the weekends and a lot of really cool local shops. There's a great sense of community in Kensington, and the residents have a lot of pride of ownership. Niche.com gave Kensington an A+ rating with A's for public schools, good for families, jobs, outdoor activities, nightlife, and health and fitness. The median home value, according to Niche, is $891,200. The median rent is $2,890, and the median household income, according to Niche, is $199,981. New construction in Kensington, I just want want to warn you, can range between like 1.5 and 2.3 million. The bottom line is South Kensington has a lot of character and it has a real small town feel to it. One thing to note is South Kensington is only one part of Kensington, and Kensington itself is pretty small. But within this small area, there are 3 different school districts. So if you are looking to move to Kensington and you are focused on one particular school district, just be mindful when you look at houses there that it goes to the school district that you want to be a part of. Number 2, North Potomac. North Potomac is located around 45 minutes outside of DC, the population of 24,692 people. North Potomac is located between Gaithersburg and Potomac and is a great choice for people that want a more suburban feel without being too far away from the city. The home values in North Potomac are also better than its neighbor of Potomac or Bethesda, but it is a little further out. You're really close to a lot of different communities like the Kentland Square, which has tons of restaurants and shops and a Whole Foods, as well as downtown Crown and Rio. Niche.com gave North Potomac an A+ rating with A's for public schools, good for families, outdoor activities, diversity, and health and fitness. The median home value, according to Niche, is $770,000. The median rent is $2,593, and the median household income, according to Niche, is $182,083. Once again, I've got to argue with Niche because homes in North Potomac range really from $850,000 to $1.3 million. The bottom line is North Potomac has great value for your money. You're still not too far away, you've got great schools in North Potomac, and you get a bigger house with a backyard and a garage for the same money you would get in Potomac or Bethesda. One more thing to note is North Potomac is actually in Gaithersburg, so if you're looking at tax records, it can be confusing. So before we get to number 1, I wanted to share with you something I noticed when looking at last year's list compared to this year's list. In every single one of these places, except for North Potomac, all of the populations went down from 2023 to 2024, which is pretty unusual because usually families expand and populations go up every year, but they all went down, and pretty significantly for me to notice. So why do you guys think that is? Everything else went up. Home prices went up, incomes went up, rents went up, but the population and all of them but North Potomac, they went down. And the number 1 best place to live in all of Montgomery County, Maryland for 2024, according to Niche.com for the 2nd year in a row, is North Bethesda. Where North Potomac is more suburban, North Bethesda is more urban. North Bethesda has a population of 49,763 people, so it is quite large. North Bethesda is a great gateway if you're moving out of the city, but you're not ready for full-on suburbia. As far as things to do, you will not be disappointed. In North Bethesda, you've got Pike and Rose, which has tons of shops, restaurants, Bark Social, a bar where you can bring your dog, iPick movie theater, as well as Pinstripes Bowling Alley, which is really a lot of fun. You also have the Strathmore Music Center, which has concerts all year round, as well as a lot of different gallery openings. You have access to several metros in North Bethesda, including North Bethesda Metro, Twinbrook Metro, and Grosvenor Strathmore Metro. So it's a really easy commute into the city. Niche.com gave North public schools, good for families, nightlife, outdoor activities, diversity, commute, and health and fitness. The median home value, according to Niche.com, is $714,500. The median rent is $2,180, and the median household income, according to Niche, is $131,142. That takes into account all the apartments and condos, which there are a lot more in North Bethesda than the other places we spoke about, but the single-family homes in North Bethesda are more in the $900,000 to $1.5 million. North Bethesda was also ranked the number 1 best place to live in the entire state of Maryland by Niche.com. The bottom line is, if you are interested in North Bethesda, check out this next video. And if you have any questions about anything I spoke about today, like I said, I am a realtor and I grew up here and I'm raising my family here. So just send us an email, we'll set up a Zoom, we will get you started. We will answer all of your questions because some of these places, they can be confusing. Thanks for watching. I do appreciate it. Bye.